Okay, so where are we? Well, we've got this point where we can add tiles to our grid, but we've got no information about it. These are basically, as far as I can see, these are just a visual representation of the tile. They're not there. We need to create these into a game object, and that's when then that'll also give us a means of saving these, so as we can save them in this map level type thing. So anyhow, this one's going to be a little bit different to how I usually do it, because I've already put the code into the thing, and I'm just going to run through it because there's too much of it this time for me to type, because I'm so slow at typing. So we're going to go into the entity H, and we are going to add this piece of code, and this is basically this is the bit that's going to draw our this basically replaces the plane object that we were using to draw our original square on the screen. So this replaces that, and this is going to draw the tile object. So we'll get a tile object now that we can use. So that's in there. We then need to add, so that's in entity H. All this code's on GitHub. Need to go into app H, and we're going to add two new functions. Add tile at hovered cell, and delete selected entity. That's because we want to be able to add the tile at the cell and delete it if we've made an error loading it. That's in an app H. Then in CPP we're going to go to the add. I should have had that there ready to go, shouldn't I, if I'd have been thinking. Never mind. We're going to go here, add hovered. So that's in there like so. Oh, click the right button. So this basically, all this is doing is this is adding in this is basically adding in the object that we're gonna use. These hopefully will vanish in a minute if I've done this right. We also need to have a means of deleting the object. So we've got this for deleting. So it basically that whatever object you've selected in the tree on the side where they're listed, that sorts that out. And then in we need to go to add tile right up here somewhere. Line 35. This one here, we need to include this one. This can go. We don't need that anymore. So we just get rid of that for now. We need to pop to 221. Oh, gone too far, shot right by it. 221. No, it's not there. What was that for then? No, don't know what that was for. This isn't going to work, is it? Right, we need to go to this one here, and this is basically where the object inspector gets all the info. We can display the information about the new tile that we've created. So that goes in there. This is all this is basically doing is getting the games, the bits out of the game object that we're going to need. This will allow us to change the name of the tile. So instead of it just coming up and saying tile, we can give it a name. that's all in there. Then we've got a button on the bottom, which then basically all the button on the bottom does is call the delete selected entity, and that should clear that up. We need to go to 294 in here, 294, and this we need to change this to, instead of it being that, it's going to be that. So let's change that to that. Then we need to do, that's, I think that's it. The exception that we haven't got that. I'm just going to do a quick, right, that needs to be declared in grid cell, so right to the top here, and we need in there, we'll put it above is occupied, so we want an int equals -1, like so, and that should be it. So when we run this now, we'll get 37 errors, or it'll work. I'm not feeling optimistic because I missed that. Because I missed that, I'm wondering what else I've missed. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Okay, so what we should now have, if I haven't made any mistakes anywhere, oh, struggling there today, we can add the grid, and then in the grid, as we add the tiles, we should get a, I've still got to sort out this mess with the having to load the tiles like this. This is one of my next little bits to do. But now we have these on here, so we can now open them up, and this gives us all the information. We can change this for the name on there, so as we have we can change all the names of all the different tiles on there. So we can come back to that one. This gives us all the information. Not sure how much of this information would be needed as it goes on, but at the moment all this information is there, what the ID, the tile type. Eventually there'll be different types of tile because you'll want water and ones with side bits and trees and God knows what else. And then the idea would be we'll be able to make them visible or not visible, collectible, has collision or doesn't. If you want to put a water tile on, you wouldn't want it to have collision. You want to be able to sink into it. We can also select these tiles and remove them. So yes, so that's taken me quite a while to get that sorted out, because I've been trying to wrap my head around the fact that the original bit of this was just a visual representation of the image on the screen, and we needed to turn it into an object so as we could get it into our scene collection and actually start doing something with it. Anyhow, the next bit's going to be, I want to try to fix this mess with this, so as we can actually place a tile without having to work out you've got to be 3 squares in front of it before you can load it. But that's the next little bit I'm going to get on to. Anyhow, hope you found it interesting. Thanks for watching if you did.